Hello everyone, I think we can start. Hi guys, who came to this session. It's task 6 introduction. Last one I missed because I was ill. I'm still a bit ill, but right now I'm much better because previous week I just had no voice at all, so it was impossible to make a session for you. So let's dive inside task 6. So previous week, as you can see on my screen, I already prepared this time. You created S3 integration where we created like import products file. When you uploaded file, it was uploaded inside S3 bucket, and later on you created import file parser. It's a small lambda which just had to made logs for you. So task 6 is actually the continuation of this one. So if we take a look at the schema of the 6th task, right here, you can see that right now, so after we created this one, so our import file parser should no longer create logs, but it actually should do some job. This job will be not too hard, I think, but it will contain two different services from AWS. It will contain SQS, simple queue service, and SNS, simple notification service. So main idea of this task is that if when you uploaded your files, your import file parser should send messages to queue service. This queue service, in his way, he have to send the data to catalog batch process, and from here we must create email notification and send data to database. Why actually queues are very useful, especially for example for DynamoDB. Maybe not all of you know, but database has its own limitations, and we usually want database to stay calm and not to be too overloaded. So our queue service gives us opportunity to not send like 100 items to database instantly. Yes, actually DynamoDB, if I remember right, it actually just can't write down 100 new records in one time, in one batch. So it's just impossible. And here where queue should help us, because it will just send like maybe by 5, by 10, 5 items to database. When it's sent, he will send next 5. So he will do the job for you. He will just create a small chunks of the information, small chunks of records, and will send it to database. So our database will not be too overloaded. It will be easier for it to process the data and store it. So that's the main idea of this task. So instead of sending all the data you just imported from your CSV file, we will just send it piece by piece. And because we send it piece by piece, we will also create small email notifications that everything is going fine. So if we will go down here, that's your task, catalog batch process lambda, which we can see here, and SQS queue, catalog items queue. So SQS should trigger this catalog batch process with 5 messages at once. So batch size will be 5. So if we send it like 10 items in CSV, so our catalog batch process should work like 2 times, to process all the data. So also we update our import file parser. So instead of just logging data, it will send each CSV record into SQS, and we create SNS topic to send emails on our email. Actually, that's it from this task. And as usual, I will give you a link for almost ready solution. Give me a second. So we already had the session about task 6, I guess. Give me a second. View your channel, just in case you will not find by yourself. Task 6 intro cloud develop. I guess it's it. It's it. Task 6, 5 months ago. So feel free to use this one as a source of data for you, yeah. So because here you will see almost full integration of all the services, and more information from my side and more information from chat was actually we had more people in chat, so yeah. Maybe you will find some answers to your questions. Do you have any questions? Maybe something wasn't clear here, so I can clarify it for you. I see. Okay, guys. Oh yeah, what should be type of queue? SQS v4 or SQS standard? Or I just try to use whatever I can use. You use standard queue in recording, by the way. Yeah, it will. You can use. I think just standard. Don't go too deep inside it. If I choose standard, I can't see a message because of this dump UI from YouTube. It's so funny. Deal with message duplication, or it's up to me? Oh, about message duplication, I think it's up to you, because for now we want to introduce you to these services. So just if you want to somehow upgrade it, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. Just try to stick to the minimum which we need on this task. So if everything of this works, it's okay. If you want to play around and to try something else, you always can, but also be really careful because of fees from Amazon. Yeah, because SQS standard, maybe it's covered by free tier. I don't know about SQS v4 and some additional adjustments of the SQS. So yeah, just try to read careful what you can use to stay in free tier. Additional criteria assume that all products are properly validated before creating DynamoDB. Should such validation be added while reading CSV file, or should I always assume whatever uploaded in CSV is? I think it was a part of yeah, it is a part of task 4. Let me think. I really think it's a good question. Where should we store? Because if you, I think you should add this validation while you read CSV file. You know why? Because in case when you add this validation on CSV part, like here in import products file, it means that you will filter out all the invalid products and you will not store them in your S3 bucket. So I think it will be better, because in other case you will store some bad stuff inside your S3, and we don't want, and actually if it will be too much of this stuff, you will pay for it. So yeah, I think it's not a good idea to store bad data in S3, because yeah, let's remember that we pay for all we store. So yeah, it will be better to filter out on this step on import. Anything else? In task 6 previous recording, you mentioned we may use RDS, if I got it right. No, yeah. Yes, it was my fail. It was fail of a bit of the course itself, because it had no points about using DynamoDB. So actually I made a mistake. So I told people like, yeah, why not? Let's use RDS in task 4, because actually our course didn't mention any restrictions for using RDS in task 4. It was like, yeah, you can, why not? So yeah, it was a mistake of the previous course. Right now we have to use DynamoDB on this stage, because no SQL database and RDS stuff comes in task 8. So yeah, previous course was a bit messy because of it. Yeah, I don't blame myself. I just say how it is. So yeah, it was my mistake, because I didn't told to the course creator, and I'm like, I was reading like all the students, I was reading the criteria, and I was like, Yeah, why should we use something else? We can just start use RDS from task 4 and task 8 will be done automatically. And I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's use. Yeah, but it was actually a mistake in criteria, so we fixed it a bit. Yeah, so for now use DynamoDB, and yeah, as I said, be careful with it. Don't try very big batch. Batch, I don't remember how. Batch size, yeah, because if I remember right, DynamoDB have like 20 items in once. It can store. In other cases, it will just throw errors. So yeah, use batch size 5, and everything will be fine with DynamoDB. Anything else while I'm here? Actually, we are almost at the end of the course. Few things remaining. It will be like integration with SQL database. On this side, you will just learn RDS, I think, and I think you will, yeah, it will be about RDS, nothing special here. You'll just have to change DynamoDB, I guess, to RDS. Oh no, card service should use DynamoDB, DynamoDB RDS with the, I don't know, some stuff. PG, Postgres maybe. Also we have containerization, not strongest side of mine, but I also have a lecture about it. And backend for frontend, it's about Elastic Beanstalk and solid servers. So yeah, and this will be the end of all the stuff. Okay, guys, thank you for coming. Thank you for wasting your time here with me. And if you, like I always say, I will repeat myself every time, just if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in Discord, because we have people here who can answer them, answer these questions. Also, feel free to come to all the sessions. They are pretty small right now because we don't have many people. Maybe next course we will have more people here, but yeah, it's fine if you will come alone. Just come and ask questions. Like Andrew, for example, he's just coming here every time he asks his questions which bothers him, so he's just like asking them, I'm answering. So yeah, next week I think, do we have meeting in? No, we don't have meeting, so I will create lecture in your schedule also, and it will be also on Tuesday. It will be like at 19, it's 7 p.m. plus 4 GMT. Okay, guys, have a good week. Ask questions in Discord. See ya next week, I guess. Yeah, thank you very much for coming, and goodbye.